What's up guys, it's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm going to be bringing you my very own lore on the 11th Legion. Now as we all know, the 11th Legion hasn't had an official, basically Legion, I don't know how else to put it. So, it is basically our job to fill it in. Now thanks to GW purposely having the 2nd and the 11th Legion unknown, it gives us all this creativity to make it our very own, and I have done that. So this is the very first lore on my very own home-brewed chapter called the Celestial Sons. So let's dive into their lore. The overview on the 11th Legion, the Celestial Sons. Primarch, Alec Elric, the Light of the Imperium. Legion color, white, gold, and red. Specialization, powerful psychers, adept at pyromancy and fulmination disciplines. Objective, 30k. Free humankind from Xenos control and bring them under Imperial rule. Objective, 40k. Revive the Emperor via controlling the Catan known as the Void Dragon and utilizing the Golden Throne's machine spirit. Celestial Sun Lore Part 1, A New Dawn. The history behind the Primarch of the 11th Legion has been lost to the Imperium after the Emperor decreed that all symbols, likeliness, and records of this legion become forgotten and purged due to the Edict of Obliteration. The record that follows has been gathered from various sources throughout the galaxy, spanning untold centuries. Most, if not all of these sources have disappeared soon after they have gone public. This Primarch, just like his brothers, was also stolen from the Emperor. The ruinous powers of chaos took the young warrior from their gestation pod and flung him across the galaxy. Unfortunately, his pod was cracked, and the corruption of chaos infected his body. Zeech claimed the young Primarch his own. The pod landed on the technologically advanced planet of Kosha Vor. He was discovered by the leader of this planet, the Council of Three. These three wise men saw potential in him and began to train the young boy. He was trained in physical combat, the study of the sun and the stars, and after showcasing some psychic talent in the ways of the warp, the Council of Three saw that this was no ordinary child and used that to rally the planet towards their plans. Upon completion of his training, the young Primarch, who had now matured into a formidable warrior and scholar, was given a name. He chose the same name as the man who first united the people of Kosha Vor. He would now be known as Alec Elric. For the next 5 years, the Council of Three began traveling the planet alongside Alec. Together they convinced the 5 great continents to construct massive pylons in the name of the new leader of Kosha Vor, Alec Elric. These massive constructs had been built for a secretive, sinister motive. The Council of Three had, for decades, known of an underground ancient civilization, and thought reverse engineering used this technology to give themselves the resources needed to give them the position of power that they now wield. These pylons were built to drain the planet's energy in order to awaken the sleeping machine warriors. Elric began to see visions of death and destruction becoming of his world. His psychic abilities were trying to warn him, but he was too devoted to his adopted fathers that he ignored them. The day was approaching when he would be crowned king of Kosha Vor, and he needed to be ready for this. Although he overall ignored the visions, he did begin to build a weapon for himself. He needed a weapon strong enough to pierce through the planet's tough metal alloys, and with his massive intellect and his vast knowledge of machinery, in a mere 2 days, he built a powerful sword unlike any other. This weapon emitted a superheated white energy around the blade, easily breaking apart the toughest armor. He called it Dawn's Light. Finally the day came, and before he could be crowned king, the planet went dark. All machinery failed, their power cores sucked dry. The world shook, and from beneath the pylons, massive pyramid constructs arose. Before the planet could react, green flashes of light appeared all across the 5 continents. With each flash, thousands of metal skeletal warriors descended upon them. Elric instinctively readied his weapon, Dawn's Light, and looked to his mentors. What he saw him shook him down to his core. The faces of his 3 mentors melted off, and their bodies twisted and fused with one another. Before Eric stood a massive horned beast. "Khorne wishes you dead," were the words that the beast spoke before he charged at Elric. Dawn's Light consumed the beast's right arm, but the follower of Khorne proved to be a worthy opponent. Anger fueled the Primarch's blows. The betrayal of his mentors tore at his mind, unleashing his immense psychic potential. Bolts of lightning surrounded his body, strengthening his reflexes and speed. Elric was like a flash of light on the battlefield. With this increase in speed, Elric took the upper hand and beat the beast down. But before he could banish him, a rift opened between them, and red demon after demon poured out. "If Khorne can't have your skull, he'll bathe in this planet's blood." The newly awoken Necrons descended upon Elric and Khorne's demons. Although the horned beast was wounded, it took down many Necrons. Elric took advantage of this and beheaded his past mentors. The world was besieged on all sides. The Necrons and the murderous demons slaughtered everyone and everything. Elric fought both the Necrons and the demons for 4 days straight, and just as he was about to give up, a ray of gold light appeared in front of his broken and tattered body. The Emperor had come for his son. The Emperor of Mankind teleported to save the Primarch. With a single swing of his flaming sword, he slew all the surrounding Necron warriors and bloodletters. The two teleported back to the Emperor's flagship, and the Imperial fleet declared exterminatus on this doomed planet. While tending to Elric's wounds, the Emperor placed 2 psychic seals upon him. The first was the Seal of Deceit, a seal used to protect Elric from Tzeentch's plans, and the second seal still remains a mystery to all but the Emperor. Elric and the Emperor spoke alone for quite some time. The Emperor revealed that Tzeentch's Chaos Taint had been sealed away, but that it wasn't permanent. When the Emperor left, Elric was now in command of the 11th Legion of Space Marines, now called the Celestial Sons. These Marines were clad in white and gold armor, and were hesitant to follow their new leader. Elric revealed to his legion that all he had ever known was a lie, and that he wanted to start anew. To repay the Emperor for saving his life, he would devote all his efforts to bring the Emperor's dreams into reality. With a triumphant speech, all his warriors dedicated their lives to him in honor of the Emperor of Mankind. And that's where I'm gonna cut it off, guys. This is still my first draft, so let me know what you guys thought about it. Let me know how I can improve, because this is my first time ever writing anything 40k related. Now, one thing I do want to let you guys know is, yes, they are psychers, but most of these guys don't know it themselves. So the 11th Legion are unaware of their psychic potential. Now, once they're around Elric, he's gonna reveal it to them. So I'm not sure exactly how to bring about this in the lore. I was hoping maybe you guys can let me know, what way. I kinda don't want this to be another version of the Thousand Sons or the Grey Knights. So I want you guys to let me know what are your thoughts as to how to make them a unique army. Again, guys, thank you for listening to my lore. Please let me know how I can fix it. And I'll see you guys in the next installment. Don't forget, though, we do have a Patreon page, so head on over there and pledge a simple $1 so you guys can be rewarded with more epic 40k content. And we do have that art contest going on, so please submit any and all art contest submissions to our Facebook page. We've gotten some pretty epic ones that I really want to show you guys, but it's not over yet, so you guys have until the end of this month to submit it, and then you will see all this epic 40k art. Again, guys, thank you for being awesome subscribers, and as always, I am the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, signing out.